AI told me the cure to acne was to eat 2 cups of kitten meat every day, and I don't believe him. And it hasn't worked. I did try it. AI, you suck.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So if you must know, we're on the Nikon Z6 III with a 50mm 1.4 Z lens, a Steinbeck gift, and I've noticed something. Do you see it? When I get close to show you my acne, it goes to my nose first and then back to the eye. Why are you doing that? It pulses, man. It's not. It ain't normal. That's Fuji level. So I've been saving more AI responses to your questions. They're getting weirder and weirder. Thinking outside the box is that AI. I don't know that it's learning. It's learning what not to say. I shoot the GFX for stills and love it, but can't imagine it not being great for video. Curious though, which combo has the correct color rendering of your shirt? GFX is more yellow, oh my god. Yeah, these seem important quandaries. Curious which is more true to life. It's a mystery, but it's a mystery I'm gonna have to solve. I was there. There's no mystery. It's a yellow shirt. There's nothing to that. Why do you make it sound so... That's a good response. I like it, but I mean, come on. Like, I get this comment all the time. Like, I'll wear a red shirt. Nikon will be like a bit orange. Sony's red. Canon's like a bit pink sometimes. And it's like, what's the real color? And what am I supposed to say? Red. It's red. Oh. Which number of, like, there's charts and shit. Like, 255 red? Or is it like 236? I don't know. None of them are ever accurate. It's never the important thing. I filmed the other day on the Canon. Sky was a bit purple. It's like, what the hell is that? I don't know. Who cares? What does my face look like? Do I have herpes AIDS or like are we passable? Because the RFL wide landscape zooms were not as sharp in the corners, not to mention crazy expensive, I decided the EF 16-35 Tone 2.8 Mark II. Really happy with it. 500 USD. RF lenses suck. If you're in Canon, EF and adapt and move on. That's your only option. But AI thinks otherwise. He has your solution. It's the same as the 2.8L, just use a teleconverter to make it a 16-70. What the flying hell are you talking about? Not only does the lens not accept teleconverters, your math is way off. Oh man, what are you doing? You're AI. You're the pinnacle of creation. You know everything. You can scan the internet in 8 seconds, and you can probably pronounce internet. I would think your falsehoods are going to kill someone someday. I asked AI to make Bigfoot holding a Canon camera with a kitten on his shoulder. That's pretty close. That's not bad. It's forgivable for now. I asked for 1 cat. I didn't ask for 2 with one strange left eye. I don't know why. Where's the pupil on that one? There's no reason for that to be missing, but whatever. Bigfoot with kittens. And I did ask for fall colors with a lake in the background. You blurred it a bit too much for my taste. You could have stopped down, but you got a Canon camera. You could use a couple extra fingers. No one puts the thumb on the dial. You could research that sometime. AI, you suck. I used Flux AI for that one. But I only have like 50 credits a day, so I can do like 2 or 3. Thanks for nothing. You must be mad at the end of the day with all these numbers going through your head and trying to balance out weights and prices, focal length, and equivalence. Glad you're doing it so I don't have to. I do not spend all day long thinking. I just know everything. Every spec. I have a really good memory, thankfully, and I know the specs of almost anything. Name one camera that I don't know. R5. Boom. AK 60. RAW, is it? Did you do that? Wow. 4K 120, no HD 240, you suck. Or if AI had answered him, I don't even remember what I ate for breakfast anymore. Why are you giving me Alzheimer's? Were you not here for the kitten meat intro? How's that so, like, complicated? It was a green smoothie, you knew that. You subscribe to Vegetable, please. 600mm 6.3 with refurbished Z8 for 8K 60 filming, wider composition for fast-moving birds, plus more megapixels to pixel punch. Listen, asshole. There's not a question mark. You didn't ask me anything. I don't know what you're doing. But like you want to punch, I'll punch your mom. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Is it though? I don't know. It's like, you're rude, AI. It's like a pretty normal thing. It's like, yeah, Z8 with the 600 mil and you can crop in. Just a side rant, you croppers. You keep telling me like, the Z8 has a 2.3 times crop mode and wow, your Z6 III doesn't. Or how jealous are you? You're like 1-inch sensor territory now. Who cares about that? I can punch too. 6K little crop. It's good enough. That's not selling me. You think I would lose HD 240 to bump up in price and lose features? It's not like you'll even be able to see the pixels. AI, you're dumb. What the hell are you talking about? Oh God, it's embarrassing. 12 megapixels. Imagine Fuji medium format, 8 megapixel sensor. You might be able to see the pixels, each one. That's how big they'd be. I made a nerdy vlogger vlogging in a futuristic city, and it wasn't futuristic. It was just full of fast food restaurants and normal people, and it was boring as hell. And who's holding your camera? It's just floating there. Yeah, that would be nice. What's up with your microphone? Why is it sucking in sound? It's a hungry mic. Your monitor's pointed the wrong way. You should be in front of the camera. You're not a star because of your pink glasses and your Circlin's sponsorship. How much did they pay you for that video, huh? Thousands? Too much. Why don't you go to Auction Marg for a freaking sandwich? This AI insult coming is so good. Oh man, I wish I came up with it. Nice try, Viltrox, but way too heavy and the autofocus was Fuji level. You're not wrong. That 135mm 1.8, I sold it. And I told the guy to start a fitness business where he just lends out that lens to people for 2 weeks. And they carry it around like, I can't believe the weight I lost, the muscles. Thank you so much. I don't want to give it back. But maybe the funniest insult I've ever heard AI say. It's not like they made it for your tiny hands. It's a manual lens. You tiny hand bitch. And it's not a manual lens. You had to get something wrong, didn't you? You're bullshit, AI. Stop insulting my audience. You don't know that hand size correlates to other sizes of things. Just because I have tiny hands doesn't mean I have... It does mean it. But that's why I don't shake people's hands. No thank you. This guy's also talking about that Viltrox 135. I could see myself using this. I do lots of sports photos and video, but there's no monopod foot. I have a Sigma 105 1.4. Sorry to hear that. It's flat and clinical. And it's so sharp, and there's a monopod foot. It's very useful. I agree, that thing is so heavy, I can't even believe it. I think it's on par with the Canon 28-70 Tony 2. It was so unusable. Can't believe that guy bought it off me. What were you thinking? I just can't believe that thing. It's better than the G Master quality-wise, but can you even hold it? Who could hold it? AI has the dumbest responses for it. Two. The second one even dumber than the first. You could just put a small screw on it. No, you couldn't. Where would you put the screw? What are you talking about? You can't just... I'm going to drill my own monopod foot. You'll crack one of the elements, one of the hundreds of unnecessary ED elements in there that ruin all your 3D pop. Thank you for nothing. You just damaged the warranty, AI. It's a lens, not a monopod. Oh, you moron. What the hell are we even doing at this point? You're AI. You know what we're talking about. You've read our emails and our text messages. It's a lens, not a monopod, you idiot. You're the dumb one here. I made a Nikon Fuji camera that had spikes and a red shutter button with Bitcoin technology in it, and that's not true. AI, you didn't give me what I needed. That looks like a toy camera. Where's the spikes? Where's the Fuji influence? That looks like a Sony influence, if anything. But the Bitcoin cap, I wouldn't mind. Where do you pinch to get it off? It's just on there forever? Yeah, it's not in my donation box. That's where it's not. You suck at this. I didn't even realize you were wearing orange glasses until you said you were wearing orange glasses. I guess I never make eye contact with you. I'll try better next time. Just watch the show, asshole. You can't see anything in the third dimension anyways. I see things all the time. I can see this Nikon lens cap, the best in the business, because it has a little pinchy thing. Swerves out. Gives you something to... You ever pinch a lens cap and it's just flat and slippery? And like, what are you doing? Oh, I'll just... Oops, it dropped on the front element. Oops. It's scratched. I moved. You were about to click off my video, costing me valuable ad revenue that you ad blocked rudely. The cinema could be ours. It's not. I use a Pentax, love the colors, dynamic range, and the fact that I can take it outside when temps drop below zero. Also, Pentax has so many vintage lenses I can pick up $20 to $40, attach it directly to my KF. Love the output of vintage glass. I hope you realize that your video will be line skip 1080p. You have no flippy screen. You suck at this. I'm curious to see Pentax colors. Because, like, I keep hearing these Pentaxian aliens say, like, you wouldn't believe the color science. I'd never witnessed it. Maybe it's the best color. We all need... I asked Camera Canada once to borrow the KF or the K1 or something. The full frame one. I was like, and a lens. And he was like, really? Why? I'm like, it'd be funny. And he didn't do it. So, like, we'll never know. I tried. I guess, if you like having 1.4 megapixel photos... Just a simple Google search, man. They don't even make that low of a mega. I wish they did. You're speaking my language, AI. Even the Blackmagic OG had 2 megapixels. It was glorious. That's all we need. Can you imagine a Fuji GFX medium format 2 megapixel sensor? DGO for only 1080p. It would do 1080p 960 frames per second. And it would have 35 stops at dynamic range. Up to 24p. And then it drops off to nothing. Z30 equivalent. I want it. How's the 50mm lens? I'm going to do a battle soon. What's the best 50? Zeiss versus this versus Fuji. Outside, we'll see some pop. Who has the best? We will notice it soon. It might be this one. I doubt it. Wow, that is long. Oh, why? Now, I'm not going to read all of that, but I do remember reading it and thumbing it up, agreeing with him, and he's talking about the mode dials, how they're the dumbest thing, especially the left-handed one. I can't believe I have 2 cameras now with a left-handed dial. Just picture that. Telephoto, oh, damn it. Damn it. If you have a hat, that's knocked off. Seagull flies away with it. Terrible. At least this I can turn it without the lock. Asshole. But, like, he's saying that it would be so much easier, and this is what the Sony does. You just press a button to get into your custom modes, and then your back dial is cycling through that. And so, like, agreed. I think that's how the custom banks work. That's what we should be doing. I don't like these dials. I deal with it when it's over here. It's like, okay, yeah. I like that it can switch settings so quick, but if it was just a button press and a flip... Totally happy with that. In the Fuji, if I want to go into slow motion, I map the top button to HD 240 and then it's just 2 presses and then a half shutter. That's okay. That's not bad. But the worst possible thing is left-handed dial that you have to press this middle thing to turn it while you do it. Crab bitch. Unfortunately, AI agrees with you but isn't sure why it does. You are right. Everything on that camera is poorly placed. The mode dial? It's almost as useless as the zoom ring on a zoom lens. It's the most useful part of a zoom lens. It never fails. You need it. Frickin' zoom. Wish they would remove those. So I can just grab it by the front element with a suction cup and pull it out and then you peel it off. If that's a left-hand peel off, count me out. Like, what the hell are you talking about, AI? You zoom lens. I have a zoom. That was fast. It's in my to sell pile. I find that useful. I'll just remove that. I hate these zoom rings on a zoom lens. How come they haven't caught up? All right, last one here. 162,000 subs. Congrats. Thank you, my friend. You're one of them. You're one of the first. What's up with the big number? AI, you moron. I earned that number. It's my number. That's the amount of people who love me and watch every single video you've seen. I get 162,000 views every video, and I appreciate that. I love that. I love that no one would ever skip and just see what you've uploaded and think, I'm not interested in that. No one does that to me. Not old Uncle Camera Conspiracies. They watch every show. So, like, I love that. How many views does this video have, you ask? 162,000. Don't check now. Come back later. They will all be that. So how did the Nicky Boy look today? I upped it a bit in the exposure just because it's always so noisy. I've been exposing for the face. Now we've overexposed and we'll bring it down. And I'll have less noise on this noisy-ass sensor. Worse than any Micro Four Thirds. Thank you, Steinbeck, for the 50 mil. Glorious. I haven't even tried it outside yet. I can't even imagine those results. I can imagine Bitcoin leaving your wallet and entering mine. I imagine it every night. Subscribe for more, man.